What is going on, my beautiful traders? It's your boy PJ Trades, and we're coming off a 90-point inverted fair value gap short to the London lows. It is Wednesday the 16th. Let's get into the trade setup. So we were seeking London lows. London lows were open coming into the morning session. If we just bring back price here, we can see that London lows was the draw on liquidity. I had the little eyeballs resting here that we were going to look to take these London lows eventually. So what we waited for at the open was a pullback into that 15-minute gap here. As you can see, the market pulls back into that 15-minute bearish gap that we basically left behind from 8:30 this morning. Once we tap that gap, I started getting interesting in the shorts. So how I played this was I waited for a 2-minute inversion. So we have a 2-minute fair value gap here that gets left behind once we tap into that 15-minute gap. Okay. And then if we replay price, market comes down, flips that 2-minute gap, which now turns into an inverted fair value gap. So as you can see here, market comes up, touch that 15-minute Ifvg, V-shaped recovery, 2-minute inverted fair value gap. We market an inversion. Okay. Now on this next candle, we end up sniping an entry. Let me see if I can slow it down and we can show you where it was. On this next candle here, you see, boom, right there on that retest of that inversion. We're in the short trade there, and TPs are down at the London lows for a clean 1 to 3, 1 to 2.88 RR trade. And that's a 90-point winner from the inversion, just around 90 points on the button. Very, very, very clean trade setup. The structure was clean. The way we respected bearish order flow was clean. And the draw, guys, the draw was clean. I said to the chat, guys, why did this make the most sense? And why did this trade work so well? It's because we had London low as the draw still. And that's all you guys need to have is a draw on liquidity when you enter into these trade models. So London low gets tagged and bagged, 90-point inverted fair value gap short. And then a little bit later in the session, we were all sitting here. And I said to everybody, I go, listen, I'm not taking this trade, but if you guys want to, you're more than welcome, because out of the London lows, we did get a unicorn breaker. Now, I didn't take this trade because I have a rule. If I'm 1-0 and I made 90 points on the day already before 10 a.m., I don't want to get involved in the market again. I've been there in my earlier career. I would have gave back profits, right? But this trade ends up working out. As you guys can see, it is a unicorn. There's a fair value gap coinciding inside of the breaker. And if we look on the 1 minute, there is an inverted fair value gap off the lows down here. And that you're going to see is going to come into play in this setup for the people that entered into the trade. So as you can see, breaker, low, high, lower low, higher high, unicorn breaker setup. The market is pretty lackluster during this breaker setup. So I was telling the chat, guys, you don't really want to see it be lackluster in this fair value gap here because we might want to come down and sweep London lows again and dig a little bit deeper because this is not really a sweep, okay? I do think London lows might want to get swept again at some point. I don't know, maybe if it's today or tomorrow, but here's what happens here. Bunch of the members in the premium got into this trade here and they ended up actually hitting a very nice unicorn depending on if you got stopped out or not. Because watch what happens. Market comes down into that inverted fair value gap on the 1 minute. Closes above it though. All the body candles close above it. And actually, if you look closely, body candles all closed above the breaker block as well. That's what you want to see. So you get a nice flush out of that breaker. And then the market starts displacing higher. Now, again, this was not an official trade called by me, but the chat did take this trade, and I believe it ended up going, it's sitting around 80 points from the actual fair value gap inside the breaker. So big day for the premium. Some people, 90 points on the short, and another, 80 points on the long. So you guys are up a lot of money today. And again, it just shows you guys that yesterday we had no trades. Today, we had a very clean short setup. We were able to execute that short setup and be done trading before 10 o'clock in the morning today. This trade TP'd at 10 a.m. exactly. So Hope you guys enjoyed the trade review. I know you guys are getting value out of these trade reviews and learning more and more each day. I'm proud of you. Keep going, and I'll see you guys in the next trade review.